Good evening, brothers, sisters, and gender norm resistors. It's time to go back to school yet again with some more Hero U with me, your host, Ollamh. Welcome. It has been quite the weekend. Been working more and more with that hover car model. And I think I've got it pretty much done. I think I've figured out how to do all the stuff that I want to do with it. I know how to. I've got it to the point where I can put on basically like decals or stickers or something, for various different like corporations. I did the Vault Tech from Fallout. I did Altera from Subnautica. I even made one that was Boba Fett inspired with the Fett logo on the vents on the hood, or on the front of the car, I should say, because the hood is actually in the back. But yeah, so I've done all of that. I've got that where I want it now, which is very nice indeed. So yes, that is all taken care of and done and stuff like that. Next up is going to be, putting in some, is going to be figuring out how the best way to build a cyberpunk type city. I have lots of different assets that I can use as far as buildings and stuff like that. Some of them in perfect condition, some of them run down, some of them just, normal, just normal buildings from around New York, I think in particular, is where most of Production Crate's buildings come from. But with all that, I want to build up an actual city. I also kind of want to play around with their cyber bike. Not a hover bike, just a regular ground-based bike. Oh, Lord. Oh, boy. Has he not learned from me? Don't make the same mistakes I did, Gamer's Grotto. No, you're a good person to have as far as an admin, because you don't take shit. But you also don't overstep your bounds and just like ban anybody you don't necessarily like, which is a big plus as far as admins go. But yeah, I want to build an actual like 3D. I want to build an actual cyberpunk type city, futuristic city. With all the lovely little neon lights, with all the lovely little advertisements and stuff like that. I've already kind of figured out the best way to make like a hologram ad board and stuff like that. It's actually really simple. I can even put like the scan bars in it, like they have in the Blade Runner series and stuff like that. Just I really want to build up a city and stuff like that, so because it basically something for my little hover car to fly through, something for the bike to tear through and stuff like that. Yeah, but okay, Sid. Yeah, you warned him that you're drunk, but I mean, we've most of us have come to accept that and expect that. So we know what we're getting into with you. So yeah, last week we got into this game. We started it off. We were sent to steal this lucky coin. We did steal the lucky coin. Now, we have not told anybody that we were successful with stealing the lucky coin. And we were given a choice of either A, go to prison, or B, get enrolled in Hero University. So we got enrolled in Hero University. We've spent the first week in class. We've had our first exam. We've had our first break. And generally, yeah, just kind of generally feeling our way around the place. I am kind of thinking that Esme is probably going to be the one to go that we're going to go for. I mean, Katie's nice, but Katie's kind of like, I mean, yeah, she's a pirate captain's daughter, but it's not that big of a deal for me. It's like, now, Esme is not traditionally a thief. She does not have any of the traditional skill sets of a thief. She's not particularly sneaky. She's not, she doesn't pick locks well. She doesn't, she does not have much of the skill sets of a thief. So why she's in the Disbarred Bards class is most people figure it's an example of Professor Turk's racial distrust and general over-opinionated thoughts on the Romani and such. Oh, Lord. Anytime you say that you've been thinking, Sin, I worry. I worry a lot. Okay, so with all that caught up and stuff like that, I think it's time to go ahead and just jump on over into the game. So, let's get into it. Alright, we should probably go to sleep. Why does morning come so early? That's just the time that it comes. As I was saying, today we will review the exam you took in our previous class. Most of you did very well on the test. I'm gratified to know that I'm not totally wasting my time when lecturing to this class. The first question on the quiz was, the way of the Kuchenschab. Tell me which statement was incorrect. That the Kuchenschab way is about assessing danger and avoiding all danger, looking for hiding places, listening, or all of the above. Herr Connor, which statement do you believe to be incorrect? The answer that was most incorrect is all of the above one, since clearly they aren't all correct. An interesting assessment, Herr O'Connor. However, that was the answer that invalidated the statement. However, what was the answer that invalidated the statement? It was the one about avoiding all danger. Yes. Indeed, the way of the Kuchenschab teaches you to be cautious in the presence of danger rather than to avoid it altogether. I can read tonight. I really can. Question number 2 was about avoiding danger. Question number 3 was about possible rogue tools. Anything can be a tool in the hand of a rogue. Question number 4 was about the proper way to throw a dagger. I thought the right answer was by the blade, like you demonstrated in class. She's not happy. I don't think she did very well on the test. I did mention that the throwing knife that I was using was weighted so that the blade was the heaviest part. Not all knives are designed that way. Ooh, she is looking mean. She's looking nasty. She's like, Being an adult sucks, but technically Sean isn't an adult. He is still a youthful young man. How are we supposed to remember that from one demonstration? Fraulein, not all learning takes place in the classroom. There are instructions on throwing weapons posted in the practice room. I suggest you make use of all information around you if you want to be a successful rogue. Question number 5 involved avoiding the danger in the first place. Question number 6 was around the most important of all rogue tools. Tell me, who knows what tool that might be? Herr O'Connor? The most important thing a rogue can use is his brain. Indeed. It's a pity that some of you don't put your brains to work more often. A cheeseburger. A cheeseburger would be an invaluable tool. I mean, you can use it to distract dogs. You can use it to, if you're hungry. The grease in it would work as oil on hinges and stuff like that. And it's probably a really good bribe. Next question concerned why you do not speak of the rogue school. The correct answer was all of the reasons given and more. You should no more admit to being a rogue than you would admit to being a thief. The following question concerned why you should show proper respect towards me. The only acceptable answer was one does not go out of his or her way to provoke a wolf. I thought it was because rogues' rules say that we are always supposed to show proper respect towards authority. No, show proper respect to authority when authority is present. You misinterpret the rules, Fraulein McMichael. The rule states you will demonstrate proper respect for authority in the authority's presence. Once you are no longer in my presence, you are welcome to state your own opinions concerning me, flattering or not. Oh, I think she's going to have a lot of unflattering things to say about him. On the following question concerning the way of the Fledermaus, why, some of you guessed that it is the bat's agility rather than his keen sense of hearing that you are supposed to mimic. But if you but recall, the lesson was upon listening skills. The last question concerns Rogue of the Year. If you did not discern that the correct answer was all of the above, you are unlikely to earn that title. Excellent marks on the test, Herr Sosi, Herr Kent, and Herr Kiro. I shall be watching you all closely in the next exam to prevent you from sharing answers. Fraulein McMichael, you did very well despite the quibbles you had with the phrasing of the questions. I shall be keeping a very close eye on you, Herr O'Connor. Your answers were far better than I expected from you. What? Wait, so because... Yes, Fledermaus is German for bat, if I remember right. They kind of quasi-use German. It's not actually German, it's Germanish. Or it's their own version of German. You achieved a perfect score. Well done. Damn right. So wait, because I got a perfect score, he's worried about it? I don't think they call it Germanic. I think they actually call it Germanish. So it's kind of German. It's German-ish. Which is why they don't adhere to strict sentence structure and stuff like that. That's their out for not having a perfect grasp of German. Unfortunately, Fraulein Esme, your score was extremely disappointing. Unless you do something dramatic to improve your grade on the next test, I will have no option but to give you a failing grade. I'll try, sir. See you do, Fraulein. For the rest of you who did well on the exam, you now have the opportunity to sign up for an elective classes. The university offers the following classes: First Aid and Science. Yeah, it's like I said, it's something that they kind of made for this game, for this series. It's not an actual language, it's just kind of their way of saying, hey, we're not using exactly German. We're fudging our German a bit. For those of you who show some talent in the mystical arts, like Hero Connor, you may also elect to take a basic magic course. These elective classes are held in the afternoon and last until midterm break. Please inform me which elective you choose to take. I am going to take science because I want to make things that go boom. Science class will take place tomorrow afternoon at 3 p.m. in the Science Laboratory Tower of the Nido Wing. I will see all of you tomorrow. I've been hearing from some of the people in other classes that there has been a series of minor thefts throughout the school. Interesting, is it not? So, how'd you do? How was your day off, Joel? Did you do anything fun? My day away from school was most profitable, thank you. I trust your day off was equally valuable. When it comes to days off, I'm a master of merriment and mischief. Seize the day-o is my credo. What's this about thefts? Students throughout the school have been complaining about clothing items, sundries, and school supplies are missing. Nothing major or significant that would warrant an inquiry. However, so many complaints about thefts implies a pattern, don't you think? Of course, no rogue would think of stealing from other classmates or the school. Suspicion would clearly fall upon someone from our class, particularly someone new to our class. So you're saying they're gonna be looking at me? Thanks. Have you had anything new to your store? I am so glad that you asked. I acquired a pair of leather pants the other day that would fit you perfectly. Not only would it afford you some protection from injury, it would show off your, attributes. It will be a definite improvement in your appearance. And of course, if you do not have a set of lockpicks by now, I would be most happy to sell you one. No, I have lockpicks, thank you. Compliment, Joel? My eye is just like burning. I hate that. Oh, yes, Cesari. You look rather dapper today. Ooh, are you looking at my package as well? Why, thank you. I pride myself upon making a good impression with people. If you have a button-down collar, either button both sides of the collar or leave both sides unbuttoned. Not button one and leave the other one undone. Also, it really makes it clear that you're just flipping the image. You're just doing a horizontal flip every time I talk to him. I will browse the shop. How much for the leather pants? 40 lira? I can afford that. I don't know. He has sacks of flash powder and sacks of sleeping powder. I'm very glad you bought those. They look great on you. All right. That's me saying something about her. She sounds really... Well, yeah, she did not do well. And if she doesn't do well on her next one, she's going to flunk. Don't let the master get you down, Esme. So what if you failed one test? You can always do better next time. As a matter of fact, hi. Who cares if you can't tell the kook and whatever from the Fledermaus thingy? You have the skills to be a great rogue. Such skills will not help me if I am failed from school. I will have to return to my people with tail tucked between legs. You should talk to the master about the test. Show off what you can do. Prove that you really know stuff. I'll bet the master could tell that you make the grade. Talk to the master? No. It's best to keep mouth shut and head down, so master forgets about my failure. I don't think the master forgets anything. Besides, you're a fighter. Isn't it better to go down fighting than to give up? It's best not fight if one cannot win. I think something's in the air tonight. Whew. You never know until you try. Maybe you are right. No, I wanted to help her. God! Oh! Are you serious? I think the master's test wasn't to show off what we learned, but to show off how clever he is. Yeah, and make the rest of us feel stupid. So why did you come to this school anyway? After my mother died, my father didn't think it was appropriate for me to run the inn by myself. Even though I've been doing it for years. So, all right. He wanted me to get married. He wanted me he wanted me leg shackled to some jerk for the privilege of working like a galley slave to keep the inn going. And he wouldn't keep the crew. He wouldn't let me crew his ship, even though I know the ropes. I've been begging him forever to let me sail with him. No, the sea's no place for a woman. Women can be warriors and kings and paladins, but my father thinks they can't be sailors or captains. I'm here to prove him wrong. You're doing a great job of it. I was trying to offer to help her. That better not be like, you know what? Let's do. No, this I've got to be able to. I have to be able to be able to offer to help her again, and sometime in the future, have to be able to. So I also have heard that apparently. Connor, slackers like you should be put to manual labor. It is the only thing that you're good for. Well, with an attitude like that, I mean, woof. You're just, yeah, Is Albion cuisine, beef Wellington, Yorkshire pudding, cream peas. Well, let's go and say hi. Welcome, Sean. Hello there, Moira. How's it going? And how are things going for you today? 'Tis a fine day, thank you. I hope your day has been well, too. Apparently there is nothing more that we can do for her. Okay? Let's see if the Ratty has anything new. So yeah, I did find out that we should be searching some of the piles of stuff down in the wine cellar as well. There actually is a lot of stuff down there that could be of help to us. All right, what do you got? You still same old, same old. Anything new? No. Okay. I've developed an allergy to stairs. Well, I doubt that. All right, so we have nothing to do until it's dinner time. Well, I mean, we can study and... Smarts increased. Damn right. Why does that name sound familiar? I don't know. I mean, it did just say that we were going to try to help her. It didn't say that we were going to actually help her. All right, let's take a look at our skills here. So we can work on our agility, our climbing. Agility, okay. Well, agility should be right over here, right? Walk the tightrope. Walk the tightrope. Oh, fancy boy. Able to spin around on the tightrope, huh? Ta-da! It's a walk in the park. Well, no, because you wouldn't be limited to just such a small area in a park. The great Sean O'Connor, ladies and gentlemen. I like to live a balanced life, like not spending too much time practicing a single skill. Ah, okay. Well, fine then. Let's practice our climbing then. Up, 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 up. Hey, I said climbing, not swinging, asshole. I'm really coming up in the world. Oh. It's almost time for dinner. I don't know what the hell those green things are, but they're not exactly the friendliest looking things ever. Open the door. Hey, where's everybody else? I didn't know what I don't know what I just ate, but it tasted really, really good. All right, let's see if there's anybody in the faculty lounge. Nope, nobody in the lounge. Okay, not a problem. Didn't figure there would be, but just wanted to make sure. Here is what I catch for you today, Gargo. These are fine, succulent rats, Mistress Esme. No one hunts faster or better than my Mistress Esme. But Mistress Esme is not happy. Why is Mistress Esme sad? The hunt went very well. Did Mistress Esme get hurt? Is that why Mistress Esme is distressed? Is nothing, Gregor. I am just worried about grades. I would not want to have to leave this school. Mistress Esme must not leave school. Mistress Esme is best hunter of all. Please, please, good Mistress Esme, do not be sad. Mistress Esme is too good to leave. Ah, good Master Sean, please tell Mistress Esme she is too good to leave the school. Do not let her be sad. Don't worry, Esme. Gregor is right. You're too good to leave the school. Things will work out. You're gonna talk to a blonde, okay? I try very hard to be Disbarred Bard in class, but test had so many words that I did not know. I did not finish it. It's only the first test of the class. I'm sure it won't be the last. You'll do better next time. Don't worry yourself, Esme. I'll be happy to help you on the tests. Thank you, Sean. Maybe with help, I can do better. Impressed how well you hunt rats. What's your secret to catching so many without getting hurt? I use way of my people to hunt. We are very good hunters. Yes, I bet you are. Would you like to come hunting with me? No, it's late, and I will need to go study before I go to sleep tonight. Good hunting to you. So yes, we are kind of like obligated now to help her, so we can put on a leather pants, which look just like the school pants, but brown instead of black. Yeah, I'm not really going for the hunting, I'm more going for treasure hunting. Especially since I'm pretty sure she's cleared out most of, if not all of the drats. Oh, not all of them. Catch! Well, you caught it. Unfortunately, you caught it with your rib. So, all right, there's supposed to be something in this room, I think. There's actually, I think, maybe supposed to be a couple things in this room. Ow, bastard. Fine, I'll come to you. Glass-making kiln. Search it. Wait, is that something glowing in the kiln? Some sort of magic arena? So does this make my sense of greed overcome my fear of painful demise by spider venom? Who wants to live forever? Ooh. What's this ring doing in the oven? Did someone want to destroy it because it's unspeakably evil? Doesn't look particularly evil. Looks rather pretty. Doesn't look particularly melted either. There's it's tougher than it looks, or it was thrown into the kiln after the fire was out. That's probably the case, Sean. Oh. I'm exaggerating. I wouldn't kiss a gog. If it came to between the choice of two, I'd touch the puddle. So you don't know what the puddle is, but you won't touch it. You lift the... These are foul. All right. Fine. You don't have to be a dick about it. Is there anything else? Oh, there is a refuse pile. Just with my foot, just to see. It's bona fide stuff that nobody can use. Wait, what's that? Something the drat dragged in. Ooh, and what is it? Looks like a beaded necklace. Still looks fine. Guess the drats weren't able to hadn't started gnawing on it. Okay, so we have a star ring. The star on the ring glows. It makes it wear brighter, smarter, and more perceptive. Okay, well, sure, why not? What are you? It's a very pretty necklace of nicely graduated set of green, blue, and violet beads. It would make someone a nice gift. Oh ho ho! All right. So you're saying to give it to some, not as stupid as I look. Wait, I just insulted myself. Yes, you did. Hey, Dratty. Wow, only with throwing knives. Okay, if I remember right, there's something in like the specialty rooms, like the wine press room and stuff like that. Like,
Okay, so there's bottles, there's rope there, but that's not a rope that we can use. Maybe it's in the secret room. Come on, you've been in there before. Ooh, there is debris here. Let's kick it around a little. What's that near the grate? It's like some strap of leather? It's a belt that some drat tried to drag away with. It's got a nifty buckle on it. Probably belonged to poor Mr. Bones over here. But he doesn't really need it, seeing as he doesn't have any pants to hold up. Ooh, a cat burglar belt. Now that's interesting. This deep blue belt is highlighted by a pale blue stitching and a black cat designed on the silver buckle. It's clearly magical, adding slightly to both defense and stealth. Well, all right. Of course it's cold in here. You just walked out of the room that had skeletons in it. Come on. To the rack room. Just push around with my foot. Yeah, there's some Okay, nothing in that one. Ouch, I just kicked something hard. There's a nice dagger hidden here in all this rubbish. Ooh. So I could have had this fine dagger without having purchased it. Wait, can I? Oh, I can't double wield. Damn it, I was hoping I could double wield. I want to double wield. I want 2 daggers, bitches. I want to be like, stab, stab, bitch. No, God damn it. Those 2 hit points are on you, Sean. I mean, obviously they're just going to be on him. He's the only, person that can actually get hurt here, physically speaking. Looking pretty closely. I don't think there's anything here worth lockjaw. Oh, come on! Yes, and while I'm at it, I wonder if there are any convenient nooses I could put over my head. Just to see what happens. Oh, come on, there's no guarantee that you're gonna die if you reach into the grate. Ooh, there's some more debris, though. Shift it! Shift it! I'm guessing that there are just at least 3 or 4 things in here capable of suddenly shortening my life. And nothing of any kind of value. Gotcha. Poke through the rubbish. But that's enough trash talk. Ha ha ha. Barushka! You are one ugly looking motherfucker. Those are very blue-eyed. Wait, I did double stab him. I just have to get lucky. I think that's everything that we can get in these in this area. I'm pretty sure. I'm pretty sure it is. I think so. Okay, okay, star ring and bead necklace. I have a list that somebody, cat burglar belt, fine wine, fine dagger. Oh, chalk. We missed some chalk, but we already have chalk. I've already got that. Okay, apparently there's a giant brooch. That's what's in that, behind that locked door. It's a giant brooch. You know Gregor as a matter of fact, yes I do. Hey, I got 20 lira out of this. Oh wait, no. I've got more than 20 lira because I can sell. Oh, I cannot. Well, I could sell some dried fish for 2 lira each. But can I use the dried fish? Well, I could eat them. Oh, I can't eat them. Oh. Well, I might as well sell. I don't know. I don't know if I'm going to need them or not. I might need them. Ooh, you know what? The big giant sea serpent, we might need dried fish in order to feed the big big sea serpent. Ah. I gotta tell Gregor to get a ramp. Yeah, because going up a ramp is gonna be so much easier than going up a set of fucking stairs. Slap someone with a fish. I've never thought about that. Never really thought about that. Relax. Since when has fretting ever made anything better? What difference does it make if your grades are poor? It's not like a degree in Disbarred Bards is going to look good on a job resume. Well, it depends on where you're applying. If you're applying to the local Thieves Guild, like I was before coming here, actually, it could help out quite a bit. And by the way, hello there, Caden. Welcome. Assuming I do not get expelled for poor grades. Then worry about that when it happens. For now, play a game of cards or something. Jeez, just relax. She already went hunting, and that probably helps her relax, because she gets to let her hair down. Like, down as in all over. Esme, are you still worried about that? I'm sure we can find a way for you to do better on the next test. I hope you are right. Not hypothermic. Always a good thing. Always a plus. Do you know why we were picked to be disbarred in the Disbarred Bards class? Not because we're sneaky or shifty or dumb, but because we are smart. We don't have a big sword or magic staff. Have to have a big sword. We don't have a big sword or magic staff to win a fight. We can outwit our opponents. So instead of worrying about failing, you should be figuring out how not to fail. You have the brains and the skills, now all you have to do is use them. You're right, Sean. I will have to find a way not to fail. It's just that I don't know how right now. He's still worried about the Disbarred Bard test. Katie's right, it's not worth it. Relax, enjoy yourself. You understand the lessons in class. You'll do better next time. So why are you taking this so hard? Don't worry, I'll find a way to make sure you don't fail the next test. Trust me. Oh, we will see. Gotta flirt with her. Oh, come on! By the way, do you like, do you have, I have beaded necklace. I have bead necklace. This bead necklace would look lovely on you. Would you like to have it? Oh, pretty. I would like it very much. Thank you, Sean. By the way, Katie. I need to talk to Katie because I found this necklace choker thing. Well, I guess it is really a necklace. It looks a lot more like a choker. It looks like it sits up close. Hey, when you need something sneaky done, trust a thief. A rogue. A disbarred bard. Maybe you can cheer Esme up. It's silly to be so upset about a stupid quiz. Look, if she doesn't do better, and it's a language barrier for her. That's the thing, it's a language barrier for her. That's not something that's easy to overcome. So if she doesn't overcome it, she's literally going to flunk out of school. Esme's your roommate, isn't she? Maybe you could help her study for the test? Studying is a waste of time. You either get what the master is saying or you don't. Esme needs to relax. It was just a quiz. Yes, one that, if I remember right, you didn't do exactly great at. I aced it. Not to brag, but I aced it. I see that you did pretty well on the test. Did you study for it? Who needs to study? The master's quiz is more like solving puzzles than trying to remember a bunch of stupid facts. You just need to figure out what he wants to hear. That's not completely wrong. That is not completely wrong. Much like a few people that I know, they just want to hear what they want you to tell them what they want to hear. All that time you saved by not studying could have been put to good use. You could spend it with me. Right, I could waste my time with you instead. Sorry, I have better use for my time. Harsh. So tomorrow we start our new set of our new electives, which are going to include which our elective is going to be science. And yes, I must say it like that. It is a moral imperative. You know what? I should probably go down and practice my lock picking a bit. I should probably try and practice my lockpicking. Just gonna say. I think that's one that that still could use a little bit of a... Locker 21! All it takes is a light touch. Are you 22? Yes. Practice lockpicking. Might as well go up sequentially, right? This one seems trickier than most. But did you do it? I think I'm getting this. It's bedtime. Oh yes, it is. Wow, it's 45 minutes past bedtime. Well, past curfew. Past curfew. Must have the strongest quadriceps in the school by now. Look, you're not the only one going up and down those fucking steps, asshole. So come on, give everybody else a bit of credit. Oh, poor little Annalise and Alice.
As I was saying, I expect you all to have your lockpicks by now and have read the manual upon the usage. That is only the first step towards the mastery of the lockpick. It takes practice to do this smoothly and quickly. Remember, the locker room is open for practice. The easiest locks are on the table. If you cannot open the lockers, then you would better spend the rest of the class practicing until you acquire the knack. Any questions?
Are you going to demonstrate how to use lockpicks?
No. Watching someone pick a lock is about as enlightening as watching someone write a letter in order to learn how to write. The only way to learn how is by doing it yourself.
Actually, watching somebody write can help. That is kind of how they teach, at least how they used to teach writing for me when I was in school, it was, like A is one up at an angle, one down at an angle, and cross. You need to know the strokes of writing in order to be able to write. I give you this opportunity now to improve your lockpicking skills. Use your time wisely. Oh, and if you're taking an elective class, you have to get to the next classroom by 3 this afternoon. All right. And it's 2. Nope. Anything new? No. Okay. Anybody in here? Hello? I can't really make it out, but there are some minor noises in there. All right, we're going in. We going in, bitches. Let me get, oh, nope. It's Tomas. Well, no, see, this is just the lockpick room, so it's like, it makes sense that the lockpick room would be locked. How come you're here by yourself? I thought this was an assignment. Expected to see everyone in here. Every kid asked me say they were going to the store to buy a set of lockpicks. And of course, Mr. More Rogue Than Thou, Sosi, figures he's too good at everything to need any practice. I think it's more likely that Mr. Kiro is the expert. You know what, Tomas? I like you. I do. I like you, but I'm kind of wanting to go and see Esme and Esme more than Katie. Esme is more important to me than Katie is. My ears are... It cannot be that. There cannot be that many fucking steps up to. Connor, I won't put up with any of your nonsense, Connor. What nonsense? What nonsense have I pulled? I have not pulled any kind of nonsense yet. Yet. I mean, there should be a long, I hear the echoing silence of a dozen stairs are waiting expectantly for my tread. All right, let's do it. Well, Tomas, where are they? I came down here trying to helping to meet up with Esme, and she's not even here. You bastard. All right, run! Run, Sean, run! And around, and we need to go to over here, right? It's, if I remember right, this is the Nido. This is the needle room. I mean, hall or... Ooh. Okay. That is, that's a fat panda. Not that you see many skinny pandas. Sation the beast from the east. That's all it says. There's a reason he has such a low-hanging loincloth. What sort of an animal is this? It's almost like a bear, but not quite. He's got a bottle of something and a bag. And he's in a kind of city that I've never seen before. This is so odd. Why is this here? Was he a student? A founder? Who was he? Huh. Well, I think that's, I was gonna say, I'm like, that looks like, that very much looks like the science room. Oh, now, who is this fine boy? This is somebody that looks, there's a small note that says, King Nido. I still don't know. Tanuk. Ah. I thought maybe it was just a Pandarian. Says, warning, not a 100% king. Was considered a king among men, but by people who used to remember him, but then forgot him, no matter how hard they tried. The statue may contain inaccuracies due to sculptor forgetting subject partway through. Well, that explains why I've never heard of King Nido. I still can't pronounce his name. Who the fuck cares? Ooh, who are you? Now, where is the portrait for Erasmus? Where is the portrait for Erasmus and Fenris? Come on now. It says it's Benjamin Penny, hero used first non-gnomish alchemist to successfully transmutate gold into lead. 5-time university weaving champion until an unfortunate accident transformed him into a spider. Left to pursue interests in heavy metal and web development. Oh, that one hurt. That one really hurt. Mostly because I walked right the fuck into it, just like... Gold into lead? I wonder why anyone would want to do that. The lead forks, knives, spoons, plates, and cups I used when I was a kid were already bending and breaking. Oh, that explains so much, Sean. That explains so much about you now. You have had lead poisoning since you were a child. I don't know what he's concocting in the portrait, but it looks delicious. Yeah, again, lead poisoning. This is why you always make friends with alchemists. They're always right about something, at least once in a while. That they can usually blow shit up with very few ingredients. Alright, that's a sea serpent. That is a sea serpent. Princess Llewellynor Savior of Sardonia, a true hero, stalwart, pure of heart, and sweetest of soul. When Sardonia was threatened with destruction by a monstrous sea dragon, she accomplished the impossible by taming it with kindness by feeding it. We are forever in her debt. Wow. 'Twas clearly the beauty that tamed the beast. No, it was the food that tamed the beast. Pay attention. Right, to the science lab! Class! I am Dr. Emmental von Braun. He's Dr. Emmett Brown. He is Dr. Emmett Brown. You are possibly aware that this is Science 101, Introduction to Basic Scientific Principles. How many of you wish to pursue a career in science? Yeah? Aha! At least there is one of you in this class who is drawn by the beacon of rationalism and the discipline of experimentation in the pursuit of knowledge. Young man, what is your name? I'm Sean O'Connor, sir. Well, Sean, I applaud your lofty ambition to pursue the noblest academic achievements, the title of scientist. You're in for some exciting times ahead of you, I can assure you that. Science is the study of the very essence of the universe, from the tiniest atom of sand to the stars in the sky. Scientists seek to understand and explain the phenomena of life itself. This class is a combination of lecture and practical application of scientific principles. You will have first-hand experience with experimentation. Now, who can tell me what a hypothesis is? It's an antecedent of a conditional statement. Sounds about right. That's a very logical assumption on your part. You're a man to watch. Not like I'm gonna be watching you all the time, but just you're smart. The hypothesis is a proposed explanation for an observed phenomenon. Science is all about creating hypotheses and then testing these through theories to prove them true or false. This is the basis of scientific method: observing, hypothesizing, testing, and creating theories. Are there any questions? What's the practical application of the scientific theory? When you say that this class will cover the practical application of scientific principles, what are you talking about? In simple terms, that is... Nobody's asked a question like that. Of course, over the course of the class session, you'll be getting an opportunity to perform experiments and create devices that demonstrate scientific principles that may be of use to you outside this classroom. Does that mean we'll be making things like bombs and explosives? Indeed! Oh, and Dr. Braun liked that. He was like, oh, you want to blow shit up? You're my kind of boy. Well then, let me lift the blinders of ignorance, that blind you all to the wonders of science. All right. Why are you wearing sandals? I am really kind of curious as to that. Why? So I volunteered to help Esme say. Now I have to find a way to help her get cleaned up. Katie wants me to get cleaned out, earn money. Right. Okay. So I'm done with that. Good. And it is like a hair's breadth to supper time.
Pretty sure. Yep, there we go. It's the early dinner bell. It's the early dinner. It's the early dinning bell. It's the early dinning bell. Anybody in the? No, they're probably all down eating. Well, not all of them, because the heroes, Oh, by the way, what are we eating tonight? We are eating more Albion cuisine. Where's everybody? Why am I eating by myself? Why am I eating by myself? Where the hell is everybody else? Nope, still no, still nobody talking in nobody talking in the faculty lounge. I forgot to pick up a rose. Always pick up a rose. Pick up a rose. Pick up a rose. Always pick up the rose. Now, we also need to go to the library. Because we want to know what happened to, we want to know what happened because, so Caligari was built on the ruins of a town that, after the heroes of old that actually built this castle, defended the world from from a chaos gate involving demons. Now, Aquian, the guy whose name is written down in the wine cellar, he actually, started betraying everybody else. New pages. It was Mortoi that exposed Aquino's betrayal before the High Council of the Knights Lumina, the Illuminari. Fuck you. Aquino fled the castle to the sea caves below. The Knights Luminar pursued the warlock through the twisted passages of the cavern. They fought the grotesque monsters and dark magic that had been summoned from the realm of Gog Sosloth. There are too many. They found there too they found. Why there too many? I don't know. There too they found the fanatical followers of the Dark One. Not the Avuzal Dark One. A different Dark One. Men they had once called brother now raised weapons against them for the glory of Gog Sosloth. The waters ran crimson with the blood of both friend and foe. At last, Mortoi, Sir Hans, and Sir James confronted Aquino in the ruins of a Gog temple. Aquino fell before the onslaught of magic and weaponry, yet, despite his grievous wounds, Aquino refused to yield. He tried to call upon the Dark One for aid. But Mortoi cast a spell which silenced Aquino's voice and magic. With its followers defeated and no Dark One to save him, Aquino was brought to justice at last. So the surviving knights returned to the castle, but the faith and trust that the people of Sardonia once had in the Knights Luminar was damaged beyond repair. That's it? That's the end of the story? It's the end of the book. The story is still being written. Right. So was Aquino locked away? Hi, I'm Sean O'Connor. I'm in the Disbarred Bards class. Q1. What? The Disbarred Bards class is Q1.
Oh, thanks. I mean, I was really just trying to introduce myself. Very well, you have successfully introduced yourself. What do I call you? I'm the librarian. That will suffice. It was nice talking to you. He is very creepy. Librarians are like, they are very much polar people. It's like they are either sexy or creepy. There is no in between, really. Nobody's talking? Really? I mean, there's plenty of people here. Yo, Katie. Actually, what can I offer you? Can I offer you the No. Okay, fine. Fuck you, Katie. Esme, you got something to do wanna... Okay, no problem. I tell you what, let's have a game of cards. Let's have a game of cards to take your mind off your problems, right? Cheers! Ah! You're very good with cards. You have to be very good to win this game. I win! You play very well. Was good game. I agree. I did not think you would play that trick when you did. You have outplayed me again. And unlike some assholes like Cesare, she isn't like, oh, you beat me. I'm pissed. I'm mad. Blah, 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 blah. Rage. She is not rageful as far as you know, the fact that she lost the game. It's more the whole idea of playing the game that is her bag. Oh, Alice. Oh, you are already asleep? Really? It's not even. I should not have done. Fuck it! I don't need to study. Yikes! I don't want to miss breakfast again. Wait, how do you miss breakfast? I would never miss breakfast. I always eat breakfast. Sometimes it's the only meal I eat, but I always eat breakfast. Technically, wouldn't it be the first meal you eat in any given day is breakfast, isn't it? Quiet, you. Nobody asked you. I mean, that is breakfast. Is the first meal of the day is breakfast. As I was saying, I trust that you all have taken the opportunity to master the basics of lockpicks. With the technique in the instruction manual, you should be able to pick the basic locks on houses and small chests. For the more complex locks, you will need a combination of this skill with more advanced tools. Master Ubovod, there is a series of thefts last night in the school. Several Bard students have reported that their instruments have been taken from the practice room. The receptionist is missing all her pens and papers. The pantry and the kitchen was raided, and a bushel of apples was taken. This is clearly the act of one of your students. That's what happens when you gather a group of scallywags and criminals into one place. Herr Turk, I sincerely doubt that any rogue would stoop to pilfering stationery or apples. Apples can be delicious. What type of apples are we talking? If we're talking red apples, no. If we're talking like Granny Smith apples, oh fuck, bitch, I'd steal a fucking shit ton of them. I love me some Granny Smith apples. Who other than rogues would steal? If these thefts don't stop, and the items are not returned where they belong, then I will be forced to speak to the headmaster about expelling every student in this class. They are obviously little better than common criminals. I shall address the matter myself. Thank you. Sekono gang, Motama. See that you do, Gerard, or the headmaster will take action. It seems as if we have been called upon to play the role of the detective. It will be a good use of your skills of observation and stealth for you to uncover the petty thief who besmirches your reputation. Do what you can to solve this mystery. It would demonstrate to Herr Turk that rogues have a place at this school, thereby annoying him to no end. Which you're totally fucking loving. The honor of the rogue class must be restored. I shall find the thief and prove to the headmaster that the rogues are true heroes. See that you do, Herr Sosi. Und Lawson. Und Lawson. Und Lawson. Mr. Turk seems rather perturbed by all the thieves going around this school. I'm rather curious as to whether his indignation of such immoral activity exceeds his exhilaration at the possibility of disbanding the Disbarred Bards. Dear gods, we do not need to add disbanded Disbarred Bards. No, that is too much. I like your tie. Looks silky against your skin. It is indeed made from silk. It is very discerning. Dude, I was hitting on you. Come on. What do you think of the thefts? Much of what the thief has stolen has been worthless. No fence would be interested in carrying. Other than that, I do not yet know what is going on here. Why is Chuck so against the Bards class? I believe we offended his delicate notions of how heroes should act. And again, it is fairly obvious that Master von Uwald and Mr. Dak do not quite see eye to eye about matters. One has been overheard calling the other a petty bureaucrat with delusions of competency who overcompensates for his lack of intelligence with his bullying and authoritarian dictatorship. As for the other, I believe that his antagonist is a washed-up has-been criminal who has undoubtedly wanted for hanging in several kingdoms as a common thief. Got anything new for sale? Indeed, I have a couple of useful devices you might find intriguing. The first is a trap you can set on the ground. Anything that steps on it will be slightly damaged and held in place for several rounds. Rounds of what? Are we talking like rounds of beer or like several rounds of the second hand, the minute hand, the hour hand? Are they held there for an entire day? Tell me, how long is a round? The second object I have added to my collection is a bottle of gooey. It is a sticky substance you pour on the floor, which, like the trap, will hold anything walking upon it. Unlike the trap, it will hold the opponent for only a moment, but it does slow their movements afterwards. One bottle has 10 applications, so you can put down several small pools in a row. Even better, after a few hours the gooey dries and it can't be seen. It can be very useful under a variety of circumstances. I would be happy to sell you some if you be interested. Any idea? Have you heard about the theft? I know that they have been taking place throughout the school, including a few areas to which I have been unable to access because of magic wards. It is possible that the thief or thieves have magical abilities or items. It is also possible that the thief uses secret passageways of which I am unaware. Well, you're unaware of a lot of shit, aren't you? You know what? Let's talk. I want to try and talk to Master Uwald. I want to talk to the master. Hello? You may enter. Hi, boss. What do you wish to discuss? Actually, I was hoping to talk about Esme and her problem with understanding common. I believe I made it clear in class that you are supposed to research the matter. I thought that the best way to research anything dealing with the school or thefts would be to come to you first. Is there anything you know about the thefts that might help solve the problem? Very well. The thefts occurred last night, late at night. There have been reports of minor pilfering since we opened the university here, but the thief is much more blatant than before. Why does Mr. Turk want to shut down the rogue class? The rogue class is an offense to Herr Turk's self-righteous indignation and prejudice. He small-mindedly believes that rules must be followed to the letter of the law. I was called to Mr. Turk's office a few days ago. He has me details of how I was brought to the school and what I had in my possession at the time. Oh, now that's got his... He's totally doing the Spock here. Intriguing. Please let me know if Herr Turk takes an unusual interest in your activities. What is your view of Mr. Turk? Come on. What's your view of Turk? I want to know. Is Turk an asshole? Can I trust him? What's the deal with Turk? What do you think of Mr. Turk's disruption of our class? Herr Turk is an annoying nuisance who postures and blusters. He has little influence upon the headmaster. Thus, Herr Turk's threats are the yappings of a small dog. But the yappings of a small dog can alert people who might actually interrupt our business, as it were. about you. No, not really about. Well, yeah. Oh, come to Spielberg. Oh my goodness! Look, he actually has a "Come to Spielberg" poster on his wall. Wow. Okay, he is. It's Master Uwald from Spiel. Oh. Okay, so the chef is from Tarna. Master von Urwald is probably from Spielberg. Elsa is very obviously from Mordavia, or the places kind of moving around Mordavia. As is the science professor. Oh, they're kind of like, okay, there's a teacher from every aspect, and from every place, and there is probably a student from just about every place as well. That it may not be a one-to-one comparison, but it is very much, yes, you are from this area. Like Elsa von Spielberg versus Master von Uwald. But where is Turk from? Where would Turk would probably, Mr. Turk would probably be from like Silmaria. He would be like a guard from Silmaria that thinks that no, everything should be done by the book. By the book. The law is the law is the law, and the law. No, that's the king of Silmaria. Sorry, he has the whole cerebral palsy, half partially dead face. Right, thank you for your time, sir. Ooh, Master Uwald Guntal. Yep, alright. Hey, wait a sec. Listen. I don't hear anything. Right, there is nobody there, so there's no reason to go in there. Let's listen in on here. Sounds like Katie, Esme, and Thomas are nearby the warm-up area. Sounds like they're talking about the school thief. So, is the school thief one of us? Kira, maybe? Let's barge on in. The thief is stealing all sorts of odds and ends from around the school. I'm certain that the thief isn't one of us. I'm pretty sure it isn't another student. Why do you say that? Thomas is right. Something strange is running around the castle at night. I have heard movement in the hallway sometime after midnight. I thought I heard something last night, but there was nothing in the corridor when I looked out. Oh, something knows about the secret passageways. Either that or it's very, very fast. Could it be a ghost? Why would a ghost steal pencils and food? No. The thief is the thief. It is alive. Hey, Esme. So, what do you think of the thief is doing, running around in the middle of the night in our hallway, stealing things? Maybe. No, a thief stealing things? No. It's very late. Most people's asleep. It smells like apples in the hallway after a thief goes by, steals bad things, then runs off. He's odd. Well, it's me. I bet if you and I team up together, I bet if you and I were to team up together to find this thief, Oh, no, you don't. If anyone teams up with Esme, it'll be me. Katie, I didn't know you swung that way. My apologies. I do not think I would be so... I did not think I would be so popular. You'll always be popular with me, Esme. So how would you go about catching the thief? Probably transform into a wolf, follow the scent of apples, the strongest scent of apples, because I can't imagine that anybody else notices the apple smell, other than a wolf's sense of smell. I have my ways. I'm sure you do. See you later. La river there. Katie? Esme's really unhappy about the test. I told her not to worry about it. If she has the skills of a rogue, what difference does it make? In the real world, you don't get pop quizzes. Right, but if you fail the test in the real world, you don't get a bad grade, you get killed. Did the thief wake you up last night too? I think I can sleep through anything. Sleeping through the night is a skill. You need it in an inn. It's noisy all the time. Oh, I can imagine the number of people that show up just for oh, hey, I'm meeting up with this person on this night at this place, and we're banging. We are just, we be banging all night long, and it's like, all right, cool, but, there's other people that are like, the walls of an inn are not very thick, because the thinner the walls, the more space you can give per room. The more space you can give per room, the higher number of rooms that you can get, the more money you can bring in. It's just, You're always direct. How would you go about catching the thief? I'd ambush the thief in the dorm hallway. It's narrow enough that the thief couldn't just run past me. There's nowhere to go except the bathrooms. That's a really good plan. Actually, is a pretty good plan. Seriously, I'm kind of impressed. Hi, Tomas. I'm sorry, Thomas. I'm sorry, the full body render of Thomas does not look like the close up picture. Tomas in the full body thing looks like he is 18 to 22. The close up picture makes him look like a 14 to 16-year-old with a fake mustache and goatee. It is really kind of creepy. It's really kind of creepy. So you heard noises at night too? Maybe the thief is using the bathroom? It is possible. The bathhouses were missing this morning. That was also true on our side. Odd. I didn't notice the missing towels. Guess it's a good thing I didn't try to take a bath this morning. Good thing you. It's not a good thing for the rest of us, Sean. Baths are your friend. Are you saying I stink, Katie? Are you saying that I stink? I'm sure we'll be able to catch this thief. We can outsmart him and prove to the rest of the school that the rogues rule. So, what's your take on the school thief? When Esme said that the thief was a something instead of a someone, I thought at first of a drat. or a pack rat dragging objects back to its nest. But from the reports of what has been stolen, the thief must be capable of opening doors and taking things out of drawers. It must be intelligent. An intelligent kleptomaniac monster running through the halls at night. And here I thought school would be boring. Maybe we can talk about this subject later. Ta-ta for now. Hopefully someone will catch the thief and we won't have to speculate on who or what the thief is. Take care. Are you trying to set me up and say that I should be the one to fucking deal with this shit? Like, I'm okay with dealing with this shit. Don't get me wrong. I can deal with this shit. I can absolutely... These stairs are making me thirsty. Right. I am going to avoid Monsieur Duck. The only way that a true thief can, by going around him. Because I am a smart boy. Wait, whose stuff is this? This is the, wait. From what it says, the items on display are the very ones seen in the portrait right behind it. It's devoted to Sir James's horse, Whim. These are his breastplate, horseshoe, and bridle. Okay, I can understand Connor. 20 demands from not... Oh, dear gods. Oh, shit. Oh, shit. I'm just gonna totally change my pants right here, right now, sir. Sir. Hey, I'm acquaintance. Friend, I'm a friend of the librarian. Fuck, I'm good friend of Gregor. I'm an acquaintance of Sophia. Acquaintance. I'm a friend of Moira's. I'm only acquaintance of my roommate. Fuck me. Acquaintance of Joel. Acquaintance. I'm a friend of Esme, though. Fuck you. I'm still the enemy of Duck. Acquaintance. I'm only disliked by Cesare? Only disliked by Cesare? Are you kidding me? Look, I'm sorry. I forgot I was wearing leather. I was fucking I was hunting rats last night. I wanted to be more protected than I would have been by the fucking school uniform. Pardon the fuck out of me. Right. Science is the practical application of the word why. Why is the sky blue? Why does time fly when I'm having fun? Actually, I actually do have a I'm sure I made that video. I'm pretty sure I have a video up on my channel of why time flies when you're having fun and seems to creep along when it's just dreadful. It's the whole idea of the relationship between space and time. So the less space you have, the more time you have. The bigger space you have, the less time you have. So when you're studying, when you're locked in class and it's boring as shit, and you're just like, oh, fucking just fucking end me. Like, your entire perceived world is just within that classroom. So your perceived space is drastically reduced. Therefore, the time is spread out. So it appears that you notice that the time takes takes a lot longer it takes longer for an hour to pass than any other time than when you're like balanced or you're having fun. When you're having fun, it's like, oh yes, the entire world looks glorious. It is fun. It is entertaining. And therefore, the space, your perceived space, your perceived attunement with space is very vast. So the time shrinks. That is my ramble of the taste spine. Yes, the taste spine. No, the space-time intermeshings. For anybody who watches this after the fact. These are the types of bizarre fucking things that I come up with in my mind when I don't have enough to occupy my time. Why do I always find the thing I'm looking for in the last place I looked? That was easy because you stop looking once you find it. Of course, what is an equal of importance in science? What happens if I mix lemon juice with limestone? What is the word on the tip of my tongue that Archimedes described with magnitudes are in equilibrium at distance reciprocal in distances reciprocally proportional to their weights? Scientists experiment to discover answers to important questions. Of course, sometimes we just look the answers up in our books, but that's beside the point. For today's lesson, we are going to discuss the science of chemistry. Now, who can tell me what chemistry is? It's the study of matter. Doesn't chemistry have something to do with the study of the composition, structure, properties, and change of matter? By Eratosthenes, I think you've got it! I couldn't have said it more succinctly myself! Chemistry is the branch of science that has to do with the structure, composition, properties, and reactive characteristics of materials. Through chemistry, we can determine why ice melts and how long it takes to toast bread before it is burnt. Define burnt, because I know some motherfuckers that, oh no, if you can't use it as literal charcoal, it's not burnt yet. Now, are there any questions or comments before we explore deeper into the mysteries of matter and the mixtures? Tell a joke. Why are chemists so great at solving problems? They have all the solutions. As they say in Half-Wittenberg University, if you aren't part of the solution, you're part of the precipitate. Now, where was I? Yes. Okay, I lose my head if it weren't attached. Before we get started, I'm passing out a charcoal jar. We'll be discussing the chemical reaction to wood turning into charcoal. And I'd like you to collect some samples from the environment. We'll be using the charcoal in a later experiment, so you should fill the jar It holds 3 doses. Oh, okay. Okay. How? And now let's get to the good part. I want to show you 3 of my favorite science experiments that you can do in class. Wait, I can't do this at home or like in my dorm room or what the fuck kind of fun science experiment is that? What did I get in? Okay, how to find the science class, report Sophia. I don't know what I'm supposed to be doing from here. Besides going to dinner because it is dinner time, but it's almost time for dinner. I better get tell them before the food's all gone. Fucking, I'm at 30 demerits already. Like, there has to be a way to get rid of demerits, right? There's gotta be. All right, what are we looking? Oh no, it's Corbin Bean Islander cuisine. There's jerk chicken, callaloo, and okra. Well, I mean, who the fuck is standing around jerking chickens in the kitchen? That is very unsanitary. Let me guess, I'm eating by myself again, right? No, everybody just kind of like, Did you notice the way the looks people are giving us? It's like they think we're all thieves. I think Turk has made it clear to everyone here who he blames for the thefts. And he is looking very just like, oh yeah, motherfuckers. Like, oh yeah, bitches. Y'all, but... That isn't very fair. This is a school for heroes, after all. Some of these people are paladins. You'd think the students would give us the benefit of the doubt. In Turk's case, I think it's a seldom right, never in doubt. We have to do something about this problem. I agree, Tomas. I am tired of people thinking I am thief. We must stop this. Well, if anyone is going to restore the honor of the rogue class, the honor of the Disbarred Bards class, you mean? It certainly won't be Sosi. I almost choked when he said that in class. Alas, Sosi is probably not the school thief. But you never know. If we keep our eyes open, we might get lucky and catch him in the act of stealing. That would be fucking fantastic. Like, catch Cesare Sosi in the act of stealing something from another student. Be like, bitch, you out. You mean there is a practical use for stealth and eavesdropping skills? If it means getting rid of Sosi, I'll have to study my lessons more. Everyone return your plates and utensils to the kitchen. Don't try anything Disbarred Bards. And be carefully watching to see that no one filches anything. Now, out of here, everyone. Dick! Big fat fucking cock! Alright, let's go up and see if is there anything. Ooh, yeah! Somebody's talking in. There are people talking. Turk deliberately interrupted my classroom so that he could accuse my rogues of petty pilfering around the school. I'm sure he was only trying to do his job. Mr. Turk, He had the nerve to be accusing my Riki of being the thief. Riki? Haringa Jaho. Riki be my sous chef. Where does this Turk thinky the food come from? Trees. We spend long hours preparing the gourmet meals here. Riki work hard. Riki work feet and hands and tails to the bone to make good food. Don't be worrying, Kinky. Riki. We be teaching Mr. Turk to respect you, eh? He be eating mush for a week. I really don't want to get on Chef Efetaya's bad sides or Riki's. Yeah, I just don't. Just no. Just no. No, sir, no. So we have to find a way to help. I can hear Sosi saying something about the key. Sosi sounds angry. You think he stole something from Sosi? Good. I want to steal something from Sosi. The school thief must be found before they shut down the Disbarred Bards class. You should be out looking for the thief rather than wasting time here. But Cesare, we'll talk about this later. I see the chief suspect has just walked into the room. Well, fuck you too, Cesare. You fucking cock muncher. Aye? What have you shown? Will you be looking for the thief? The thief. The sooner the thief is caught, the better for us Disbarred Bards. He's just the excuse Turk was looking for to disband us. You know, you and I could spend some time together. Maybe track down the thief later tonight. Just you and I. The courtyard gazebo. The thief does not go to the courtyard very often. We will not catch the thief there. Who cares about a thief when we're alone together in the moonlight? You know. Oh, he's not the thief you wish to catch. Did not Saucy teach you? I am not easy prey. I don't want to catch you. I just want to enjoy more time with you. See, that's the difference. Cesare Saucy wants to control and own. Me, I just want to have some fun, baby. Maybe so. Maybe later. What else can you tell me about the thief? Well, I know the thief is not one of us. He smells like apple, or dust and fur. I think he must use secret doors and hallways. Because I keep losing his scent. Where do you lose it? After he steals baths and soap, I lose some smell between dorm hallway and the great hall. Oh, I know just where he's going. So between the dorm hallway and the great hall, he doesn't go through the foyer. He goes through the secret tunnel. Ha! What about you? You have more skill than most of us. I think you have the best chance of figuring out who the thief is. I will be keeping my ears and nose open to find him. But he steals things very late at night. I am heavy sleeper. All right. Well, I think that is where we are going to save for tonight, because we are going this is just like a very good place to end for the night. I do not know why I'm still talking like this. Maybe because I get the old Russian fucking yeah. Anyway, as always, thank you guys very much for watching. If you liked the video, don't forget to press the like button. If you're new here, don't forget to press the subscribe button. If you want to help the channel out, there are two different options. One for long term, which is the Patreon down below. One for short term, which is the Ko-fi page down below. If you want to be kept up to date of when we go live, when we upload videos and stuff like that, make sure to ring the bell, but also check out the social media links down below, the Facebook page, the Twitter account, where I not only make sure to notify of when we go live or upload videos, especially on the Twitter, I also post various different work projects and photos and stuff like that there. If you want to be more involved in the discussion of various different things, check out the permanent Discord link invite down below, where a bunch of us will talk about all kinds of weird and funky ass shit. All of that so that you can stay tuned for more from Ollamh Productions. Cheerio!